And a pretty positive performance and result for the boys today.
Yeah, it was a strange game. You know, I keep saying afternoon games can be difficult because we've had such a massive atmosphere at the night matches here. Sometimes in the afternoon it isn't as vibrant from the start of the match, but in saying that, you had 4,000 people. We started really well. Carl Shepherd, brilliant header. First half, certainly with opportunities to get the second goal. Came in the half time, just felt whoever gets the next goal, you know, it was either they were back in the match or we'd win the game. And you go 2-0 up straight after half time. Shepherd again, Gary Buckley through ball, great finish by Carl. They're 2-0 up, and really you're in a game that you're in complete control, totally dominating the game. It looked like we get the third goal. Graham had a goal disallowed, and then for 5 minutes we just went absolutely self-destruct. One long kick out causes trouble. 2-1, back post, missed a header, 2-2, and all of a sudden you're looking at a game where you're totally controlled, 3 points, back to 2-2. But to be fair, there's massive spirit in the team, massive attitude, really close-knit bunch of boys, and Sadler steps up and hits a fantastic free kick, which he can do, and then Graham getting the 4th goal, and he deserved that because his work rate is phenomenal, and you know, real clever goal, raced in over top, headed over Doherty and finished. So you know, 4-2, and I think overall it was a well-deserved victory, and great to score 4 goals in front of, you know, the crowd tonight, and that keeps their home record very good.
And from the mental side of things, how pleasing it is that the lads can, you know, dust themselves off and get straight back into it after conceding 2. Yeah,
well, it's about character, and you know, you keep saying that you know, that doesn't happen by overnight. You know, you've players and you've management and who all work very hard in making sure that you're always in the game. You know, we feel that we can score goals, but at the same time we are disappointed because our clean sheet records this year is phenomenal. So it was just disappointing that we conceded, because they were sloppy goals from our behalf. But at the same time, you know, it showed that resilience. I suppose you look at it overall, 2-2, a hot day, and another day you drop 2 points. Today the lads got back into the game and finished very strongly, and that's pleasing.
How satisfying is it to be back, you know, top of the table after today?
Well, it doesn't really matter. I think the main thing for us is, I keep saying, we have 2 games to go to the break. We've had a hectic weekend with Waterford here and Derry here, 2 top teams, and we've taken 6 points. So, you know, I keep saying we just need to be up there at the break, and you know, we're on track for that. You know, whether we're top or second, there's only a point between. It doesn't really matter. The most important thing for us is that we have a huge game away to Sligo on Saturday, and they're in a good vein of form at the moment. And we finish at home here to Bohemians before the break. So the pleasing thing overall is that we've scoring goals, and there's a lot of goals amongst the team. We've hit a few 4s, we've hit 3s, 2. So, you know, there's a good spread of goals, and we look like going forward we're going to score goals, and that's what's pleasing as well.
15 games to go, John, but it looks like a 2-horse race now, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I think, you know, I said it the other night that, you know, you'd have to have the top 2 teams would have to lose probably at least 4 games each, or 4 games to bring someone back into contention. So that's unlikely to happen. And while, you know, maybe one team might drop off, there's no way you'd have 2 teams dropping that many points. So you definitely say that. I suppose from our own point of view, you know, with Europe coming up and everything, we just must make sure that we get over the next 2 weeks and come back after break right in position for the run into the season.
I credit the lads. I mean, the conditions were so tough today. We felt at one stage even the crowd hadn't the energy to kind of even shout, you know, and like, so it was a great performance to come back, particularly when they were rocked back.
Yes, and what I suppose what people don't understand there, Billy, at the match is that the heat on the ground, you know, it's even worse. And like, we're training, you know, obviously during the days, and you know, no matter what way you look at it, it does sap the energy, and the lads given a really high performance on Friday night, and you know, you're looking, you know, less than 3 days later to go out and give another performance, and there was a flat atmosphere, because sometimes in the afternoon that can happen. But to be fair, you know, the lads I thought over the game were really good, and look, you have to admire that a 2-2 on another day you'd have dropped a couple of points, or might even have lost the game because the momentum had switched to Derry out of nothing. But at the same time, you know, we finished very strongly, and you know, there's great determination within the group, and there's a great will to win, and these guys, you know, want to win trophies. They've won trophies, a lot of them before, and even the new fellas coming in, they all want to win trophies, and you know, you need to be, you know, stand up and be counted, and that's what they've done so far this season. And it's a long way to go, but you know, we're very happy with today's game. The
crowds as well, I think I totted up over 45,000 when you consider you'd only 5 of your 10 home games on a Friday night, which is the traditional. You've had Saturdays, Tuesdays, Mondays.
Yes.
Like, it's phenomenal.
It is. I suppose you look at over the weekend there, I think we were saying a 5 to 4, we've been 9,000 in 3 days, and you know, obviously there's other sports events on in the city as well, and you know, it's costly and it's bank holiday weekends, but still, as I keep saying right from the start of the season, the fans have bought into the team. They can see that over the last number of years it's been a purple patch for the club, and we need to keep that going, and we need to capitalise on it, and we need to keep bringing in more and more new supporters and new kids, especially because you know, we have a fantastic family following, and we need to keep that going.
Like you said, now Sligo now on Saturday night, and then goes before the break. So, is anything less than 6 points a failure?
No, not at all. You can't be guaranteed anything. You know, I keep saying, you know, people are looking at Derry. They were saying, oh, the last 2 games, and oh, they're not going well. You know, they took a draw off Dundalk about 7 weeks ago, 2-2 in Oriel. You know, Derry are top side. So every game you look at. A few weeks ago, Sligo went to Dundalk, and you know, Dundalk got the winner 94th minute. You know, every game in this league, actually Sligo have proven in lots of cases they have some serious good players. The problem is they've had a bit of inconsistency with player changing, but at the same time, Sligo is an incredibly tough venue. We've always found that they are very tough, and so it's not about that. It's just about Saturday night making sure we're ready. The thing about us at the moment is that the lads have been absolutely working their socks off in training. It's brought onto the pitch, and they're doing that, and you know, we've had 1 or 2, couple of 3 defeats in total this year, but every time we've bounced back and we've done really well, and you know, thankfully at the moment, particularly over the last 4 or 5 weeks, we've been scoring lots of goals, creating lots of chances, and but we'll need to be at our best against Sligo, and I keep saying that if we're at our maximum and we play to our best, then I think we'll win most games, you know, but if you're not, and you're not focused, or you switch off for 5 minutes like we did today, then you can put yourself in trouble. So, but generally over the season, our attitude and the spirit amongst the team and the players has been phenomenal, and the lads deserve massive credit for that, because it's hard going, you know, 3 games a week, but they've dug in there and they've been magnificent so far.
You mixed it up a bit with the substitution, Josh, coming on for Barry. Was that because you felt that that Derry wouldn't be expecting that kind of a challenge?
Well, Josh has done really well since he's come in. He's a lot of pace. Barry, you know, has played literally outside of Graham Cummins. Barry has played, I think, he's the next highest in minutes. You know, and he hasn't had a break. And you know, he was there the other night, and again was giving an outstanding performance. Tonight he was in there, and he just tired. We just felt, you know, there was a couple of bodies tiring, and it was just what change to make. But we felt Josh would give the impact playing up off Graham, and even when he came in, you could see that straight away he was in the action, and he was being a nuisance and causing them problems. So yeah, that was it. Griff had probably a bit of a knock during the week, and you know, after the match the other night, but and probably wasn't as free flowing as he normally is. And we brought Danny in just to tidy things up, because defensively Danny is a brilliant player, and you know, even there in the last 10 minutes he defended 2 very good balls at the back post. So that was just the way it was, you know. So you need the guys coming off the bench, you keep saying, and you know, you're always with the 3 games a week, you pick up a few knocks, a few fellas have different things, but you know, with most of the guys coming back in. Garrow came back into the bench today, and obviously Johnny's back in training, so you know, that's good. Beats should be back as well for the weekend.